Hello, I'm going to talk about morphine today. In this video, I will talk about the usage of morphine, how morphine works inside our body, and also the negative side of it, which include addiction problems and side effects.
Some introduction about morphine is that morphine was first isolated between 1803 and 1805 by Friedrich Sandorner. This is generally believed to be the first isolation of an active ingredient from a plant. It is a pain medication of the opiate variety which is found naturally in a number of plants and animals. It acts directly on the central nervous system to decrease the feeling of pain. So this is the structure of morphine. Morphine is an alkaloid extracted from opium and used in the form of its hydrate, sulfate, or a hydrochloride salt to relieve moderate to severe pain. Morphine can be taken for both acute pain and chronic pain, where in acute pain, the signs are muscle weakness and paresthesia. Chronic pain is usually present with symptoms affecting multiple systems, but is associated with three main types of symptoms which are gastrointestinal, neuromuscular, and neurological. Morphine can be given by mouth, by injecting into a muscle, by injecting under the skin, and into the space around the spinal cord or rectally.
On one sunny day at the battlefield, a soldier is ready to fight for his country, to defeat any incoming attack. Wait, did I mention which country he's from? He's an American soldier. You will see it if you look closely at the badge on his arm. The soldier is searching if there is any attackers at the battlefield. Suddenly, he hears a loud sound. Oh no, he's injured by a bullet. There was an attacker without noticing. He cannot fight anymore with his bleeding arm. Much blood is dripping and he starts yelling, "Help!" At this time, a military doctor noticed he was injured, and the doctor asks, "Are you okay?" The soldier responds, "Help me, please." The doctor took out a morphine shot and said, "This is morphine." He injected it into the soldier's body. Doctor asked, "Are you feeling better now?" The soldier responded, "Yes, thank you." After he injected morphine to the soldier's body, it minimized his pain and the doctor sent him to the military hospital immediately.
Morphine was actually widely used in American Civil War, World War II, and World War I as a major painkiller. There are two most important drugs during World War II, which are morphine and penicillin. Both of them help manage the soldiers' horrific injuries. Morphine binds to and activates specific opiate receptors, which include delta, mu, and kappa receptors. Each of them are involved in controlling different brain functions. In the central nervous and gastrointestinal systems, this agent exhibits widespread effects including analgesia, acidosis, euphoria, sedation, respiratory depression, and gastrointestinal system smooth muscle contraction.
One scientific concept I want to explain is GPCR. When morphine binds to the opioid receptor, a conformational change occurs and the GDP molecule is released from the G-alpha subunit. One analogy can make this concept easier to understand is that the conformational change of GPCR is similar to the spring does to the mechanical watch, as the second hand of a clock will move, but it will not change the shape of it. It is the same as the conformational change in GPCR, which only changes the direction but not the shape. Also, GPCR needs specific receptor sites to bind, similarly as the mechanical watch needs a main spring to make the second hand of the clock to function. Other than that, the GPCR and the second hand of a watch needs a selectivity receptor since this is a thing to help them set the shape which they will only move their direction.
Let's talk about the negative impact of morphine. Morphine is derived from poppy, the same plant used to manufacture other opiates, and is highly addictive. It gained reputation as a useful substitute in the treatment of opium addiction, but later turned out to be even more addictive than opium itself. Since then, morphine has gained a reputation as one of the most commonly abused prescription drugs, with widespread addiction across the U.S. occurring from both its abuse and usage as a prescription drug. As we can see, there are some advantages and disadvantages of taking morphine as a drug. The advantages of morphine include potent painkiller, minimized suffering, and long-lasting and effective at managing severe pain. The disadvantages of taking morphine as a drug include highly addictive, vomiting, and hypotension. So remember that proper use of one drug is really important.
I hope you guys have learned more about morphine after watching this video. Thank you.